Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play Mega Man X4. Today, your host, 480 Volts, will be taking the 4 and the 8 and the volts out of this equation, leaving you with only 0. It is time to play as the Red Reploid. Playing as 0 is quite a bit different than playing as X. I consider it to be more fun. If the entire game consisted of simply playing as X, the game would still be quite enjoyable. But adding 0 just to the equation makes it that much more enjoyable. Also, his story's a little bit cooler, so let's get it going.
Who are you?
My masterpiece.
But who are you?
After him, he is my nemesis. Our rivalry is what gives me motivation in life. Now go, destroy him. That's an order.
But wait!
Emergency, all Maverick hunters on call should assemble immediately.
The same dream again.
All Maverick hunters on call should assemble immediately.
Well, if that cutscene wasn't proof positive that Dr. Wily is the creator of 0, then I don't know what is. Mavericks emerge at the point 5567. Yeah, we know this. They've occupied Sky Lagoon. This looks like Repliforce is doing. Repliforce? Okay, I'm on my way. Also, I deeply, deeply, deeply apologize for the voice acting of that cutscene. Oh my gosh. Well, this is the same stage as before. The intro stage, you notice the music's different. This is Zero's theme. They try to make it more hard rock with the beat and all that. I don't quite know why. I mean, I guess Zero's supposed to give off the more hardcore image, but come on. Mega Man's name in Japanese is Rockman, so I feel that his music should reflect that. Anyway, playing as 0, he does not have a buster like Mega Man does. Instead, he has a beam saber, the Zero Saber, and all you do is just smash it, and he has little combos. So 0 is all about close combat melee, and like, really to be honest, I see this as being easier than playing as X, because like, okay, oh I'm getting mangled, so never mind. Oh yeah, he can dash, of course. He can wall jump and do all that goodness. Ow. Like, the thing is, when you play as X... Okay, wow, this guy's mangling me. You can actually attack this guy, I think. Yeah, you can destroy his hands, but, let's get going. When you play as X, or at least when I play as X... I need to get at it. Oh, wow, I never noticed that building is flashing Capcom. That's cool. Thank you. When you play as X, I can't even talk. When I play as X, I feel like it's harder because you're aiming for enemies. You have to be more precise. Most of the enemies are in your range of attack, but you get enemies up in the air, it's a little hard to hit them. You're shooting very small pellets in a very straight, level line of fire. There's Dragoon. Dragoon? You're in the 14th unit. Why? This doesn't look good, 0. That Maverick took out the power. What? Then the Sky Lagoon will come crashing into the ground. Yes, and destroy the entire city. We have to do something. It's too late. I must escape now. You best do the same, Zero. Well, for playing X's story, I know that Dragoon's the one who destroyed this thing. Damn, if the Sky Lagoon falls, it will be disastrous. There's no time. I'm going down. To me, when you play as X, you gotta be precise. You gotta take careful aim at your enemies. Am I ever gonna get the chance to talk? The carnage. It's horrible. Those Mavericks will pay for this. When you play as X, you have to be precise. You have to aim in a very straight line of fire. Yada yada yada. The only way you can really do serious damage is if you take the time to charge up your X-Buster. With Zero, you can just get in close and slash away. I kind of like it. And really, to be honest, I'm just way more reckless when I play as Zero. Like, I'm way more careful when I play as X. And sometimes that's not good. Like, you have to be careful, but sometimes it's better to just go in guns blazing. Or in Zero's case, swords blazing. Whoa! Okay. Also, Zero can deflect projectiles with his sword. You can straight up destroy it, so that's good. There's really nothing else to say. Was I supposed to go down there? I hope not. Hey! Hello there! What are you doing here? Iris! What are you doing here? Are you okay? Zero! Did you come to save me? Yes, hang on. A huge Maverick appeared in... Stay here, Iris. I'll handle it. That's Iris. Is this really one of the Repliforces? I don't have a moment to spare. I have to defeat him or else. Yeah, Iris is a friend of Zero. Close friend, if you know what I mean. They share a network together and transfer files with each other. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Okay, oh yeah, duh. This guy. Still, I think just as easy as he was before. Though now I have to actually aim... Oh, no I don't. All I gotta do is just jump and slash. You know what? He's almost dead. I really don't care. You know what? I was about to say, he only needed one more hit. There you go. Just as easy as X. And, there's Colonel. Zero. Long time no see. Colonel, what are you doing here? I've come to save my sister, Iris. So, Iris is actually his sister. You would remember in X's story, he said the same thing. I'm just here to save my sister. I only hope she's okay. She's fine, I just rescued her. Oh? Thanks, Zero. I owe you one. Colonel, I have a question for you. Did your unit attack this place? What are you talking about? Repliforce came here for help. We weren't involved in the attack. They suspect you become a Maverick. What? Disarm and come back with me to the HQ. I'm afraid I can't. Soldiers never drop their weapons. I won't do it, not even for you, Zero. Then they'll think you're a Maverick. So be it. The Repliforce prefers war over dishonor and shame. Goodbye, Zero. Wait, Colonel, listen to me. Damn, this isn't good, Colonel. They may decide the entire Repliforce is a group of Mavericks. Continue without saving. I've seen this cutscene. I'm going to talk over it. I'll let it play, but I'm going to talk over it.
Brave soldiers of Repliforce, we have all been wrongfully judged as Mavericks by the humans. We cannot suffer this indignity and live in disgrace. We will build our own nation of Reploids. But remember, this is neither about insurrection nor rebellion against our human creator.
Yes, it is.
This is about our liberty and security. We must battle for our own individual rights and our own survival. Together we will build our nation, a sanctuary for all Reploids, our own utopia. Let us forge onward towards a new golden era for the Repliforce.
Yay!
I too share the general sentiment. Take heed, we have no other choice. Let us fight valiantly, with courage and pride,
Valiantly.
without fear, for we are the Repliforce.
The most powerful army in the world! Or in history. Yeah!
The General has finally taken action. And now, my Maverick Hunters, what will you do? I'll be watching closely from here on out.
I don't have to hide it unless you're watching this before you've watched X Story. If you are, then I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it for you. That was Sigma! Iris, what are you doing here? My brother, Colonel, started the coup. I know. Please don't fight against him. This must be some kind of mistake. They've occupied several cities already. As a hunter, I must stop them. Zero. I must go now. And it's going to give me the list of Mavericks. Believe it or not, Zero actually does have a weakness chain, just like X. It's a little different, though, and we'll explain more about that later. I'm going to take a moment to talk a little bit about Iris, because you probably might be wondering why... I mean, okay, Colonel is a Repliforce soldier. It's a group of Reploids that were created to be the soldiers, you know, the soldiers of the Empire, if you will. Why would they need to create a robot sister for Colonel? I did some research, and basically what I found was that the story is supposed to be that whoever created the Repliforce soldiers, they wanted them to think like human soldiers, basically. And let's be honest, humans have a lot of different emotional personality personas floating around that really could almost seem incompatible with each other. Like, I'll give you a good example. 480 volts. There is a side of me that is very logical and literal and analytical and very, you know, level-headed. Then at the same time, there is another side of me that is very random and silly and childish at times. And it's not like these are like distant little personalities way back in my mind somewhere. They are very strong. I mean, they make, like, each one makes up half of who I am, basically. The two ever conflict? I'm sure they do. Plenty of times, but they are there. So, you know, that's an example of how certain people have different personalities that really kind of conflict with each other, but it all works out somehow. I believe the story is that they wanted to make the Repliforce soldiers think just like humans. They wanted to incorporate the different types of personality, or personas, I should say, that are in a person's mind. And, like, as a soldier, you want bravery, courage, and, you know, strength and persistence. But a soldier also needs to know when to, a soldier also needs compassion at certain points, does he not? And it was probably hard for them to incorporate these types of emotions together. They were incompatible, and they weren't able to fit it all together in a single robot. So what they would typically do is they would make their soldier robot with, you know, the strong-willed, you know, bravery and courage, and pride, lots of pride, obviously. The Repliforce soldiers, they're very prideful. And then they would make counter-robots to carry the other half. Like, in the sense of Colonel, he's very, like I said, prideful. Not like, oh, I'm so great and wonderful. I mean, like, he's pride, like, a sense of honor, and he takes pride in being a Repliforce soldier. Strong-willed, courageous, bravery, and doesn't know when to quit. And then they made the counter-robot, Iris, and she's very compassionate and generous and kind-hearted. So, I read that's what the deal was supposed to be. It's like they couldn't make all of these emotions fit together in a single robot, so they would split it up into two, if that makes sense. Anyway, after that long-winded theory, it's not really an explanation, it's more like a theory. I'll end off here, and we'll begin actually our first Maverick stage in the next video. This is 480 volts, and I will see you next time.